Hey guys, it's KP, and today we're going to unbox my new IK Foam Pro 2 and try this thing out. Now, let's get started in unboxing the IK Foam Pro 2. Let's see what's inside this box. So none other, we have the actual IK Foam Pro 2 sprayer here, and I'll leave that to the side here. And what else is inside the box is we also get the user manual. And last but not least, we also have their small bag of accessories. But I'll put these two to the side for now and give you guys some little details of this sprayer here. Now the IK Foam Pro 2 is a upgraded version of the 1.5, and the difference between the 2 and the 1.5 is this one has a bigger jug, so you'll be able to hold more product in here, more water. And the Pro 2 also has a stand, so that way when you put it on the ground or anywhere like that, you don't potentially knock this thing over, so that's pretty cool. And then the Pro 2 also has a locking mechanism, so you can see the red buttons here. So this unlocks the trigger, this locks the trigger, and then the pump also has a air release here, so you can see. So when you're pumping the mechanism, when there is enough pressure inside the foamer, excess air will release from here, indicating that this sprayer is ready to be used. And then also, this sprayer has interchangeable tips. So this is the standard tip, which is the gray tip, and I'll show you guys the two extra that they have provided inside the accessory box. Now there are two extra tips that they have provided inside the box here. So you can see there is a orange one and then there is a green one. And the difference between the three tips that are provided is the orange is a wet foam, the green is a dry foam, and then the gray one is like a in between of the two. So the orange would go first, the gray would be in between, and then the green will produce a thicker foam. And I'll show you guys a example on the panels on the car that I'll be testing this out with. And then also provided are their interchangeable filter pads, and the filter pads are replaced in the nozzle here, so whenever they get dirty you clean them out, and if they're too dirty you have interchangeable ones here. Now there are also, let's close this back up here, they also have provided these here. So the blue and green are just color indications. So let's say you have more than one IK Foam Pro 2s, you can indicate which one is for what product. So this one here, I'm going to put green. This also acts as a storage for your tips as well. So I can put my tips inside here and lock it in place like so. Now to pair up with this foamer here and show you guys an example of each tip that is provided, I am going to be using Adams Polishes Mega Foam, and I recently just purchased this from Miguel from Platinum Polishes, and I'll link his Instagram down below. Now as for dilution ratio, I'm not too sure on what's the best because this is my first time using it, but the IK Foam Pro 2 holds up to 50 ounces of liquid. So I'm going to try about 4 ounces of Adams Mega Foam and pairing it up with warm water. And I'm using warm water because they do say when you pair up warm water with a soap, especially like one of these that produces lots of foam, a sprayer like this or a foam cannon will spray out much more thicker foam. And yeah, so I'm going to try that out. So I'm going to put in 4 ounces of Adams Mega Foam into here, and I'm going to top it off with warm water. Now to change out the tips that are provided in the IK Foam Pro 2, it's fairly simple. So you can see here I'm currently using the green tip, but let's say I want to change out and use the orange tip. So what you'll need is I find it hard to really use your fingers, but I have a plier here. What you want to do is grip it very lightly and then pull. You'll hear it click out like so. And to change it, I'm going to take the nozzle here and just take it off like this. And then I'm going to take my orange tip and I'm going to insert this just like so here, and then just click it back into its place until you hear a click, just like that. Now I'm going to show you guys an example of each tip and how it produces its foam. And you can see here I left about this much of air because this is a pressurized machine, so you want to leave that little bit of air in there so that it can start producing its pressure and it will work very effectively. So let's give this a little couple pumps. Until it gets harder to pump. And as you can hear that sound, that is the excess air being released, indicating that this is ready to be used. And this is going to be with the gray tip. So I'm going to be spraying this whole panel and then changing out the tips and showing you guys the differences between all of them. So let's get started. This is going to be with the gray tip. Now this is going to be an example of the orange tip. Now the orange tip gives off a more of a wet foam, as you can see here, and it provides extra lubrication. So this is perfect if you're going to be washing the exterior of the car. It gives off lots of lubricity, as you can see, really nice. Now last but not least, let's try the green tip. And supposedly the green tip should give off a more drier foam, but also be a much thicker foam, which clings onto the surface much better. So let's give this a try. Yep, I can tell you right now that I think the green tip is probably my favorite. As you can see, the soap is it's not even moving actually, it's actually moving really slow down the paint. So it gives you more time to work with the panel that you're on, and the soap is super thick, as you can see here. So personal favorite, I'd say the green one is my go-to, but to each one's own. But make sure you comment down below which one is your favorite, and if you guys are down to try this out, I'll link the product below, that way you can get yourself one too as well. So there you guys have it. That is my unboxing and review on the IK Phone Pro 2, and I am completely satisfied with what this has shown me, and I'll make sure to link this product down below in the description, along with the soap that I paired with this sprayer here. And if you like what you saw, please like and subscribe down below and tell me what you liked about it, what you did not like about it, and give me a review if you actually buy yourself one as well. And I'll see you guys in the next video. KP out.